have a dream quest, per se. The horrific events, October 7th, 2023, galvanized every Jew to come together despite political alignment, come together and say, Am Yisrael Chai. And we understood that it was a modern Holocaust of our time. Now, we know what's happened since that war started and how the IF and the IDF and all the security apparatus that Israel has and its mighty armies and Air Force and everything else, how that war has been prosecuted so far. Today, we're in the middle of two wars, and neither war is finished, and we have close to 800 soldiers that have been killed in combat action, primarily the result of targeted precision bombing, per se, to avoid civilian casualties. Now, what if this happened soon after October 7, 2023? The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, would have called the President of Egypt. Hey, we have a war. Do you agree? We need each other more than ever before. We have a peace agreement with you. We have cooperated militarily with you in the past and shared intelligence information, etc., etc. We need you to immediately open your borders, the Philadelphia corridor and Rafah in that area, and let all Palestinian civilians into your country. We will help this evacuation effort, this migration effort into your country, into a refugee camp. We will help to supply supplies for tents, health, and everything else, medical, food, whatever. But in your country, we need to have command and control of every single building, every single street, every single facility of operation that Hamas controlled since 2007, and all the hundreds of miles of tunnels underneath the Gaza Strip. We need a command and control because we need to bomb the hell out of that area and rescue our hostages. Now, if the president of Egypt said, no, we cannot do that, it would be genocide of the Palestinian people to remove them from Gaza Strip. That's their country. Well, Bibi should counter that argument and simply said, okay, I'm going to recall my ambassador from Egypt immediately. I'm going to go to Knesset and open an emergency war meeting and says we will end our peace treaty with you. We cannot trust you anymore. Listen, Mossad has told me, ISA has told me, you've been secretly and covertly helping Hamas to smuggle weapons from Iran into tunnels in your territory and to Rafah. We have the intelligence data. I could go public right now in the United States and UN and show everyone that you have been playing both sides. Now, what are you willing to do now? Now, if the president of Egypt says, we cannot accommodate that. We will not accommodate that. Well, what Bibi needs to say, okay, when we bomb Gaza Strip and bomb Hamas and all the Palestinian conspirators there in the Gaza Strip, we will also bomb you. You are considered as an enemy of the state of Israel. This peace treaty has served nothing whatsoever to increase the quality of Jewish life in Israel. And in fact, more Jews have died because of this peace treaty than not. Now, what if Bibi would have had that courageous spine and would have said these things? With 800 soldiers, more or less, been dead today, will we still have murdered hostages and blood on our hands? Will we still have this situation? Listen, I'm a war combat vet of the United States Air Force for 20 years. I know a few things about the military and about logistics and war fighting, okay? I know what I'm talking about. I'm not blowing smoke here, okay? You just can imagine how many lives would have been saved if we would have put sanctions on Egypt, work with the U.S. to put sanctions on Egypt, work with any country possible to put sanctions on Egypt, remove our ambassador, put us on emergency war standing with that country, ripped to shreds the fake peace treaty that only the Jews were honored, like every treaty we have with Jordan and everything else. We've been honoring the status quo. No one else has. Now you can imagine, hindsight's 2020. We cannot do anything to erase the past of our past mistakes. Okay, but just think about what if. This is what the United States have done before. We evacuated civilian population to best our ability, like in Fallujah and Iraq, and bombed the hell out of the city and turned it to cinder. May we all say amen. Take care. God bless. Shalom Aleichem. Peace.